Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel, Naturally Chic Sisters. Okay, well today I am going to make my homemade flax seed gel. I told you guys the video is coming and here it goes. So what I'm going to be using for this homemade gel that I have grown to love so much is whole flax seeds, and they are organic. I got them from my health food store for less than $6, and this is a lot, guys. This is a whole lot, so a little will go a long way. And I'm going to be using 1/4 of a cup of whole flax seeds. I'm going to be using 2 cups of water, which is boiling now. As you can see, the steam. So I am going to be using this flip top bottle, so it'll be easy to squeeze the gel out when I need to use it. I already have one that's almost empty, so this is very, very handy. I love it. I love what it's, the way that it dispenses. So that's cool. I'm going to be using a few essential oils. This one is tea tree oil, which everyone knows is my absolute favorite. And then this is rosemary oil, which I'm going to love as well. And then I'm going to use few drops of vitamin E oil, which as we know has a lot of preserving properties, and a few drops of jojoba oil. What I did find out about my flaxseed gel is that if I don't put any oils in it, then it will flake up. So it has a very, very strong hold. It's all natural, so what's better than that? And I'm going to be filtering it through this stocking or old knee-high that I had laying around that I could not find a use for. And I'm going to filter it into this little container. And once it's in this container, I'm going to pour it into this little baggie. And I have already cut out the corner, and I'm just going to squeeze it into my flip top bottle. So that's going to be fairly easy. And this is a messy process. The last time I did it, it was fairly easy, but it was my first time, so hey, it wasn't that bad. So now my water is starting to boil. My water is boiling now. Initially when I came on, it wasn't quite boiling, but it is boiling, so it's ready for me to add the flax seeds. And stirring the flax seeds and watching it congeal is actually my favorite part of this process. So get you heaping 1/4 of a cup. There you go. And just pour it into your boiling water. Now, these are going to start congealing, and make sure as you make your flaxseed gel that you stir constantly, because as they warm up, they will begin to stick to the bottom of the pan and start to stick together. So just to keep it from sticking together and sticking to the bottom of the pan, you want to make sure you keep stirring. So now it's just the flax seeds are warming up, so I'm just gonna let it sit for a second. Okay, so I know plenty of you are wondering, well, how's she doing on her 2012 summer no heat no extensions challenge? Well, actually, my challenge ends this Friday. I will be flat ironing my hair, and doing a length check. So I'm very excited about it. But what I have grown to do, grown to love, is love me more. I've embraced my natural hair and figured out all these beautiful styles that I can achieve with my natural hair and just by being me. So I've decided that I am going to flat iron my hair every 3 months, because I do love wearing my hair straight, and I will wear a weave from time to time because I love my extensions, but I am going to spend the majority of my time in natural hairstyles. This is one that I absolutely love. It frames my face. It shows the structure of my face. And all I did was braid the sides of my hair up. I left the crown out. I braid the sides of my hair back. And as you can see, it's in a French bun up, a French roll up, or a French braid up the back of my head. And those braids are reflected up here. And then once I got up here, I just twisted everything very, very tiny. And what I use in my twist, I use flax seed gel and I use my shea butter mixture. And I love this hairstyle because number one, it's protective. And I have had to learn how to deal with my hair with it being number one, very fine, and number two, on the fairly thin side, you know. And a lot of times you'll see a lot of videos of a whole bunch of natural sisters with thick hair and you're like, oh my goodness, why doesn't my hair look like that? Well, you gotta embrace you. So that's what I did. You know, I was trying to find out how can I do something protective but also my hair not look too thin and look super cute. So these are just a whole bunch of twists up here, and what I did was just like wrap them around and pinned them and tucked them and wrapped them and pinned them and tucked them. And so I just have my crown full of twists, and I actually love this style. I will do a tutorial on it because I think it's very cute and very becoming. So there we have it. I don't know what to call it yet, but I'm going to come up with the name. So now it's starting to thicken, and if you can see, it's got a little foam at the top, so that's a good thing. And I'll just continue to stir. Just continue to stir, you know, and allow it to continue to thicken. And over the process of this challenge, I have learned what products work best for my hair. I did the porosity test, and good thing I found out my hair isn't overly porous. You know, it's fairly, it's in a good state, and I'm very happy. Now my hair that has been heat damaged, which is this part of my hair, you know, a good bit of it, it is very porous. So I have to try to keep that part of my hair very moisturized. I focus heavily on protein. My hair does not reject protein at all. It loves protein, which is why I do the ApHogee protein treatment, the 2-step treatment, maybe once a month. You know, I think that's really good for me. And then every 2 weeks I'll do the egg and mayo. So that works well for my hair. Also, good shampoo that I love and I will stick with is my moisturizer shampoo. It's the Shea Moisture's Raw Shea Butter Moisture Retention Shampoo. I love that stuff. It's awesome, and you don't have to use a lot at all in your hair for it to be clean, and it leaves your hair feeling great. You know, it doesn't strip it like regular shampoos. For a clarifying shampoo, I use the Giovanni's Tea Tree Triple Treat shampoo, and it gives my hair a good strip. You know, I will follow it with the moisture retention shampoo. I'll do one good squeeze of the Giovanni's, wash it out, then do a good squeeze of the moisture retention shampoo, wash it out, and then I'll follow up with a deep condition. Now, one thing that I am in search for is a very good deep conditioner. I use the Shea Moisture's Moisture Retention Deep Mask Treatment, and honestly, it didn't give my hair the feel like it had been deep conditioned. So what I'm gonna try, and one of my best friends recommended to me, is to try mixing it with olive oil. And I usually mix things with olive oil, but I wanted to see how true to its name that, you know, the mask was. So some people may like it, but it didn't make my hair very conditioned. But it did leave my hair feeling pretty good, but not like a deep conditioner. So I'll use that for a deep condition. For my co-wash days, I use the Giovanni's Tea Tree Triple Treat conditioner, and that matches with the clarifying shampoo that I use, and I love it. I love Giovanni's products. I actually use one of the leave-in conditioners, and it's very good also. Not the direct leave-in. I have not used that yet, that everyone loves so much, but I have used another leave-in conditioner in a spray bottle. It's very easy for me to spray and, you know, just leave it in. So I'll use that for my leave-in. Also, I use the Cantu Shea Butter leave-in conditioner. It's very thick, but it was very, very inexpensive. That may be one of the very few non-organic products that I use in my hair. And I'm trying to steer away, which is why I'm trying all different kinds of things. So if anyone knows of a very good, you know, cream-based, moisturizing leave-in conditioner, let me know. So last but not least, my ever faithful shea butter, raw shea butter. For a lot of people, it makes their hair, weighs it down a whole lot. I love that stuff. I don't think I could go without it. One tub of it, mixing a lot, and I use it very, very faithfully. One tub of it lasted me all 3 months throughout this challenge. And so I just brought another tub. I still have like a little tiny bit left from what I bought in May. You know, the beginning of May, like May 4th. So that stuff is awesome. I mix it with olive oil, grapeseed oil, tea tree oil, rosemary oil, jojoba oil, any oil that does good in the hair that I've known to use. I use it and mix it with that castor oil. Castor oil is something that I'm so thankful for because my new growth is super, super thick. My edges have really and truly grown back from where I was 3 months ago. They're not where they need to be, you know. And yes, I didn't start seeing results until about 6 weeks after using it. But you can't expect something to immediately take effect. So my suggestion is to just stick with everything that you're doing. You got to get your hair to a healthy state, and then it's gonna get better, you know. And you have to get rid of everything that's damaged. You know, my heat damaged hair, I am slowly but surely cutting it out. I hate to see my hair go, but you know, if I can let go of anything that's not doing me any good, then that's fine with me. Okay, so now back to our flaxseed gel. If you can see, it's starting to congeal, doing exactly what I needed to do. I want to add in a few more flax seeds, and this is just something that I do, and that's just because I want it to be a little bit thicker, you know. I'm adding in a little bit. I didn't even add, this is a measuring cup that's 1/8 of a cup, but it's not even, I didn't even add a full cup, probably half of that, so that's 1/16. So I am going to keep stirring, and this is getting thicker and thicker, thicker and thicker. Now while this gets thicker, what I'm going to do is actually prepare my cup and my stocking, because we're about to filter some flaxseed gel. Okay. So just simply place it around it. This is dark blue, so it's kind of hard to see. We're going to do this, and we're going to let this boil, and it's boiling. Okay, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to stir this a little while longer. So the challenge has been awesome. I've been enjoying all of the things. I have, you know, just embraced my natural state of hair, and I have been loving it. And I've been sharing so many different things with so many different people. My mom, my sister, one of my girlfriends at work. You know, we've been able to kind of like, oh, what are you doing with your hair today? What kind of products are you using in your hair? You know, I've been finding all kinds of things. I recently subscribed to Miss Jessie's, and I've never used their products. I've heard, you know, mixed reviews about it, but they actually send out samples. So I got my samples in the mail, and I'm so excited to try it. You know, so excited to try it. So we'll see how their stuff works on my hair. It works for some people, it doesn't work for everybody, but I know a lot of people who shea butter doesn't work for. And me personally, I can't use coconut oil. My hair just doesn't respond well to it. It's not thick enough for me. Okay, this is getting there. I'm gonna let this sit for a second. Okay, now let's talk hair types. I am type 4, maybe 4A, 4B in some places. Over on this side of my hair, I have kind of a looser curl. Over this side is like a tighter curl, but it is definitely more of a kinky coily type hair pattern. And I have loved to embrace my hair texture. I don't think that we as a natural hair community should get too hung up on hair types. You know, we should definitely know our hair type, but we should not strive to loosen our curl pattern or stretch out our curl pattern just to have it be like something else. I think we should definitely embrace what we have, and that's what I've learned to do. That is definitely what I learned to do, because I've always wanted, you know, looser hair pattern, and I always just wanted something more, something different, something that my hair definitely was not. So here we go. This is gel. This is what I want. So after, let's let this boil for about another minute, and then we are going to quickly push it through this stocking here. And definitely, you know, it's hot it's hot right now, so it's gonna be a little thinner than we wanted. But do you see how sticky this stuff is? That's gel. You know, this is what we want. So I have this. I'm gonna remove the pan from the heat. I'll set it in the middle of my stove. Turn my stove off. I'm going to pour it into this little container here. Maybe it's, yeah, pour it into here. And okay, so I'm gonna quickly push this stuff through, and I'm just using one of my clips that I use for my hair, and that's a good job. That was a good one. And now we're gonna get the rest out of the pot. Put this right back on here like we did. Okay, so everything is strained through, and this is what my gel looks like. You add the essential oils, rosemary, you add your few drops of tea tree oil, you add a little vitamin E oil because it has preserving properties, and this stuff will keep for about 1 to 2 weeks. And you add a few drops of jojoba oil. Okay, you stir really good. Now we want to work fast because I don't want this stuff to harden up on me before I'm able to filter it through my flip top bottle. So here's my bottle already prepared with the baggie in it, the open end in the mouth of the bottle. Now all I'm gonna do is just pour this into here, and make sure you hold the plastic bag very well because this stuff is getting thick. See, my bottle's falling. It's getting thick, and you never know what it's gonna do. So it's getting thick, and actually the mouth of my bottle, I wasn't quick enough to catch it. So let me seal the plastic bag, because once I seal it, I can turn this upside down. Now I'm just gonna put this in here very, very deep again. Practice makes perfect, right? Okay. Now this stuff has hardened, so it's harder for me to push it through, but I'm pushing it. Pushing the gel through, and as you can see, it's going in. Take your time, because you don't want it to come out as it's coming out again. You know, but take your time. Don't get frustrated, because if you get frustrated, it's just gonna it's really not gonna work for you at all. So just put it back in, kind of using this bag as a pipette, you know, just to pipe it through. You know, it is thick, so it's gonna take some working with. So you want to pipe it through. You know, it's going through. I'm gonna work with this, but really all you have to do is pipe it through into the bottle, seal it, store it in your refrigerator for however, take it out whenever you want to use it. And do you see my edges? It slicked these things back very well. And that's all you got to do. So thank you for checking out my channel, my updates on my challenge, my signature products, and for staying with me while I made my gel. Thanks. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And also check out my blog. It's at www.naturallychicsister.com. Thanks. Bye.